There's rarely the kind of fanfare that you see in Asia around cricket that you see anywhere else in the world, which is why the Asia Cup is one of the most coveted cricket trophies in the world. A 40-year-old tournament determined to decide one Asian champion. Held every 2 years, it alternates between ODIs and T20Is since 2016. This time around, it's happening in the build-up to the T20 World Cup, which means there are a lot of interesting facets to it. Today, we are having a look at the top 5 things you must watch out for come this Asia Cup. Asia Cup's format this year is a little interesting. The teams will be divided in 2 groups, 3 teams in each group. The 5 teams have qualified automatically by the virtue of being ICC's full member states: India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and Afghanistan, while the other team, the 6th team, will have to qualify via a qualifier. Group B here can be the proverbial group of death. There's Sri Lanka, there's Bangladesh, there's Afghanistan, teams that are relatively evenly matched. In the other group, of course, you have India and Pakistan, which means in the group stages, you will get to see that one big encounter. Then the top 2 teams from either groups go on and make the Super 4, where the one team will play the other 3 teams once in a round-robin style, making the Super 4. Top 2 teams from the Super 4 go ahead to then play the final in Dubai on September 11th. India versus Pakistan, an iconic rivalry like no other. It only spices up because the 2 teams don't really play a lot of bilateral cricket anymore. Last time around, these 2 teams met in Dubai in that T20 World Cup game. India lost that game, their first loss in an ICC World Cup match against Pakistan in the last 12 encounters. Pakistan have been a formidable T20I side in recent times. With the kind of form that Babar Azam is in, India will have their hands full with Pakistan. They'd like to settle a few past scores, and they have an opportunity to do that at least twice in the build-up to that final. There will be India-Pakistan games, perhaps more than 2 in this Asia Cup, something that everyone will have their eyes on. Heading into Asia Cup 2022, India are the defending champions. The last time they won Asia Cup in 2018, Rohit Sharma was the captain. But from then to now, a lot has changed. From filling in for Virat Kohli to now being a full-time captain, Rohit Sharma has come a full circle. And this time around, the eyes will be on Rohit Sharma, the captain, especially with the new approach in T20Is. Both Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid have been very vocal about India's need to change their approach of playing T20I cricket. We saw that in the series against the West Indies. They're trying new things, especially with their batting. They're trying to be more attacking. In the UAE is a good chance for Team India to do a dress rehearsal approaching the T20 World Cup. This is a multi-nation tournament with very high stakes, with a round-robin style format in the Super 4s. They have a lot of experiments to make. They have a lot of things to streamline. There are a lot of questions. Will Captain Rohit Sharma come up with the right answers? Time will tell. There was once a Sri Lankan team that dominated in the Asia Cup. That was the golden generation for Sri Lanka. The players that they had, the kind of roles that they could fulfill, that golden generation is long gone. But this new Sri Lankan team is resurgent. We saw that in the T20 World Cup last year. They were in a group of death and they performed admirably. This time around in the Asia Cup, they're in a group of death again, alongside Bangladesh and Afghanistan. But you underestimate them at your own peril. They've got some really fine talent in the likes of Dasun Shanaka, there's Vanindu Hasaranga. There are a lot of players that Sri Lanka can bank on, and you do not write them off. Then there's another team, Afghanistan, who again in the last T20 World Cup showed that they are more than just Rashid Khan. They've got a very feisty opening combo, they've got a very flexible middle order, and the way they performed in that T20 World Cup, they showed that they've got a lot in the tank come the future. This Asia Cup may just be the opportunity for the teams like Sri Lanka and Afghanistan to show what they're made of. The Asia Cup is a multi-nation tournament with a lot of context, a very highly competitive tournament, which means this can be a perfect stage for Team India to iron out a few wrinkles. Now, India has a problem of plenty and there's no running away from that fact. There are those headaches, of course they're good headaches, but they're headaches at the end of the day. Asia Cup might just be the time for Team India to take that aspirin, do away with those headaches once and for all. And there are a plenty of those headaches. Who bats at number 3 if Virat Kohli's form is not there? Who will be India's third seamer? Who will be India's second spinner? Do India have a locked opening combination in T20Is? this Asia Cup, in that competitive environment against some very good opponents in challenging conditions, Team India have an opportunity to find answers for all of these headaches heading into that T20 World Cup 2021. Can they, can't they? Remains to be seen. So then, those are the things that we're looking out for come this Asia Cup. What's your list?